So stricter fleet health is something we're really taking serious at Huntress. And what I mean by this, we've always had strict fleet health. We always need to keep these things together. But there's a real environment problem of some environments are hostile. For instance, Mac has really gone above and beyond to make sure it is very hard to get into running essentially kernel extension, some of the stuff that allows us to get some of this enhanced telemetry. We are doing pretty much anything and everything we can, starting to annoy you in your UI, saying, hey, you might have some of our feature, but some key functionality is not on. We're really trying to make our wizards even more annoying. The reason I say this, if you're doing these manually, there's a lot that can go wrong. When you do these through like some sort of MDM or RMM, a lot of the stuff goes by the wayside and is just configured for you. But I wanted to share these because we sometimes forget that even though a lot of us in this call probably don't have a ton of Macs, usually the people that do have Macs aren't just the creatives doing like Adobe type stuff, but sometimes it's like the CEO. Everybody else gets a ThinkPad, right? And CEO gets a MacBook Pro. Just keep this in mind. Like these things are really important. And so when you see us annoying, it's just right now we do some of these themes from an engineering perspective. And one of our big themes is more strict fleet health. We need this because Huntress is growing fast enough. And part of our managed services, we can't half-ass it. I want to show you some good stuff on Windows too, where we've got really strict. Take a look at over here. We've kind of internally redefined some of the word unhealthy. I will tell you, this doesn't represent 200,000 agents that are offline. That would be preposterous. But you notice that when this was taken, it was a little while ago. I think it was, earlier in the month. We were right at the 3 million mark, right, of endpoints that we were protecting on that day. And we've started getting really specific, like, hey, this could be even better performance. And a lot of times, if you have used our product, you can see it's less than 1% CPU. But some things like we run sometimes in some of our partners and even some of our like folks that won't use like an MSP or MSSP are like a cruise ship line. And when you're out on satellite internet or on an oil rig platform, right in the Gulf or something along those lines, having any extra surveying, and we actually define this as excessive surveying, can actually be minor degradation to all of us on, for instance, a normal internet connection, you're fine. If you're in a coal mine in South Africa or a diamond mine in South Africa, you might have to really worry about survey. And so some of these things that we're doing, whether it's degraded components, you notice none of them are in there. Outdated, we ship endpoint updates all day, every day. So this is a pretty strict definition, but I wanted to make sure you all hear, like, this is some of the boring side, just like how you guys have to keep up with patches, that we're starting to take extremely, extremely serious on this end.